ever heard of a term called hygge? So hygge, I don't know how to pronounce it. It is a Danish term that usually just means enjoy. And that might be oversimplifying it, but I was Googling this term and I often found that kind of Pinteresty type setup, like people's hyper aesthetic rooms and everything's like beige. A lot of times it was beige and kind of bland and just hyper aesthetic, but that is not exactly what I interpret this term to mean. I found the 10 principles of hygge from I don't know how to pronounce his names. I'm so sorry. I'll just put his name on the screen. That focus on creating warmth, coziness, and well-being through atmosphere, presence, pleasure, equality, gratitude, harmony, comfort, truce, togetherness, and shelter, emphasizing simple joys, genuine connection, and a calm, drama-free environment. We're having a huge snowstorm right now. Although we're not getting the worst of it, we are supposed to see maybe over a foot of snow in the next few hours. But it's kind of forced me to stay at home and to enjoy what I've already had. And part of me wanted to rush out and go buy a bunch of things to entertain myself. Like, I have this sewing pattern that I wanted to do, and I thought, okay, well, I'll sit down and I'll sew this pattern and it'll be great. But then I realized that I do need those days where it causes me to slow down, and I think that's why I like the snow, especially snowstorms. Not to the point where, you're having to be in danger. That's not what I'm talking about. But the reason I like snow is because it's so gentle, it's quiet, and it feels like the world outside is slowing down. And it's something I need to learn how to do too. From the way I see it, hygge means finding the joys in what you have, simply, in the little things, not in items per se, not in consumerism, but enjoying what you have, enjoying the activities you love, whether it be cooking or reading a book or watching your favorite show, hanging out with your family, or even spending some time with a pet. And to be honest, I used to feel really guilty about days like this, where I thought that I needed to constantly be doing something, even if I was at home, whether it be working on a new project, editing a video, which I'm going to be doing later, or just constantly moving. But I feel like a day like this really forces me to slow down and to enjoy something that God has given us all, which is the ability to rest. It is so cold out here. And it is so quiet. It's kind of wild because I live near a highway and you can normally hear the sounds of the highway, but right now you don't hear anything but the wind howling and the sound of the snow pelting against buildings and stuff. And it's so tranquil. But I like snow because it slows the world down. Everything is kind of still and quiet, and it's beautiful. And I think it's a reminder that maybe I need to slow down too. I'm happy to be able to enjoy the quiet parts of my life and to kind of feel like a kid again.